I just pulled Queen Dido. Is she any good? How can I best use her? Let's find out. Hey guys, Rooster here. I'm about to tell you everything you need to know about Queen Dido in under 6 minutes. Let's get into it. Dido is one of the harder heroes to pull and is available in Season 1. Let's quickly go over her stats and main skill before we dive into how best to use her. Here we have our stats page. Most notable is the high intelligence and low AGI. And here we have our main skill. In short, it basically just means that each turn, at the beginning of Dido's turn, she'll heal 2 of our heroes at random. She also has the bonus added effect of reducing an opponent hero's damage dealt by active skills for 2 turns, upon that hero dealing damage 6 times throughout the battle. Each hit of damage will count towards the 6, including damage from basic attacks or skills. Meteor Shot, for example, does 4 hits of damage, so will count as 4 of the 6 hits if triggered by an opponent hero. Note each opponent hero has their own damage count, and will each individually have their damage from active skills reduced upon their damage count hitting 6. This effect can trigger a second time on a hero if it happens to deal damage another 6 times throughout the battle. How do we best make use of Dido? Since Dido's main skill heals each turn and offers some damage reduction, she is best used as a survival army support hero. She is the 3rd best healing hero in the game alongside Seondeok. Sun Tzu and Caesar being the 2 that are better at healing. Unfortunately, there's a significant gap between these 2 and Dido, but she will work quite well as a replacement for either of them if you don't have them or already have one occupied in another army. Where should I use Dido? Dido is best in survival armies, commonly at the center position, as a support hero. She can be played as a support hero for any damage dealer, and is a perfectly reasonable replacement for Sun Tzu and Caesar, as I just mentioned. Is Dido part of a bond? Dido is part of the Elder Monarch bond and the Heroic Heart bond. The Elder Monarch bond isn't particularly strong, but could be used early in Season 1 if you happen to pull all 3 heroes early. I would, however, look to move on from the bond as soon as you pull more heroes. The Heroic Heart bond is commonly referred to as HH, or HH for the Americans out there. The bond is decent for a Season 1 bond, both for PvE and PvP, but lacks the power to compete at a high level in the current Season 2 meta. It is still a decent bond for PvE in Season 2, so there's no reason to throw it away after your first season. All 3 heroes of the bond can be obtained as part of bonuses for in-game purchases. They are the only 3 heroes you can get directly from real currency, and can be a nice little boost to help you take tiles more reliably in the early game. I'll be putting out a video for each bond, so be sure to check those out, and as always, I'll chuck the link to my Heroic Heart bond video in the description below once it's uploaded. How should I assign her stats? Dido is almost always spec'd to full intelligence. As for AGI, since she doesn't usually run many damage skills, and her main skill is an engage skill, there's simply no reason to assign her any AGI points for PvP. What skills should I give Dido? Dido is a support hero. While it's not unreasonable to give her an intelligence damage skill, she is generally given skills that help support her team and keep her captain nice and healthy so he can keep dealing prolonged damage. Her main skill offers damage reduction against active skills, but only after we've taken damage 6 times. So early damage reduction skills like Fabius Tactics and Precision Strike are often run on her to help us withstand that initial damage. Fabius Tactics reduces damage taken for 2 of our heroes, whilst Precision Strike reduces damage dealt by 2 opponent heroes. There are some weaker purple variants of these 2 skills that can be run if you don't have them. Domineer is the purple version of Precision Strike. It reduces the damage of the furthest enemy in skill range, which is the opponent's captain if Dido is played at center. Unflappable is the purple version of Fabius Tactics, which would reduce damage coming in on Dido once triggered by receiving a debuff. Any heal skill can work on Dido to help keep your allies alive. In order of heal skill quality for Dido, we have Battle Ready, King's Ascension, Deterrent Defense, From the Front Line, and Preparing for Battle. Any of the purple heal skills can work too, if you don't have those gold skills. Battery Recharge or Reorganization would be my preference if you're limited to purple skills. Unsettle is an excellent skill for any survival army. It's usually put on the Vanguard, but if the Vanguard already has 2 good skills, you can choose to put Unsettle on Dido at center. Total Blockade or Preemptive Action can also be given to either Dido or the Vanguard if the army is struggling against active skill armies or combo armies. Is Dido any good? In Season 1, she can be used as a solid support hero or as part of the HH bond. Her unique titles are nice to have, but not necessary for her to be run. In Season 2, she's only really viable for PvE or in super tanky builds that look to cause draws. Overall, I'd rate her playable. She's a reasonable replacement hero for Sun Tzu and Caesar, but doesn't quite cut it at the highest level. Dido's retire skill is Unsettle. I'll be putting out a video for each gold skill, so be sure to check those out, and as always, I'll chuck the link to my Unsettled video in the description below once it's uploaded. That's it for this spotlight. Be sure to like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments which hero you'd like me to do next.